wantonly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gave he. He played a tune and he danced at a rune below the gallows tree. Farewell, ye dungeons, dark and strong, farewell, farewell, said he. Macpherson's time will no be long, below the gallows tree. Say rantonly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gave he. He played a tune and he danced at a rune below the gallows tree. Was by a woman's treacherous hand that I was condemned to deem. Aboon a ledge at a window she stood, and a blanket she threw over me. Say rantonly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gave he. He played a tune and he danced at a rune below the gallows tree. Untie these bands free off of my hands and gie to me my sword. There's no a man in all Scotland, I'll brave him at his word. Say rantonly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gave he. He played a tune and he danced at a rune below the gallows tree. Now there's some come here to see me hang, and some to buy my fiddle. But afore that I depart with her, I'll brack her through the middle. Say rantonly, say wantonly, say dauntingly gave he. He played a tune and he danced at a rune below the gallows tree. He played a tune and he danced at a rune below the gallows tree. He played a tune and he danced at a rune below the gallows tree.
No need to worry, baby. Ain't no need to cry. No need to worry, darling. Ain't no need to cry. Daddy's coming home, sweet darling. Sing you a lullaby. No need to worry, babe. Ain't no need to cry. No need to worry, darling, no. Ain't no need to cry. Daddy's coming home to sing you a lullaby. Been away working like a slave. 5 long years just trying to earn some pay. No need to worry, darling. Ain't no need to cry. Daddy's coming home to sing you a lullaby. No need to worry, ain't no need to cry. No need to worry, darling, ain't no need to cry. Daddy's coming home, sweet darling, sing you a lullaby.
Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane. For 5 long years, I thought you were my man. But I found out I'm just a link in your chain. You got me where you want me. I ain't nothing but your fool. You treated me mean, child. Oh, you treated me cruel. Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane, a fool. Every Jane has got a weak link. It might be weak, yeah, but it'll give you strength. You told me to leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take it easy. But your loving isn't much too strong. I'm just a link in your Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane, Jane, Jane. Jane, a fool. One of these mornings, Jane is gonna break. But until that day, no, I'm gonna take what I believe.
just can't pretend. Well, that train will come, looks like it's going to hell. Don't know where it's come from, it's really hard to tell. I don't see the driver, well, it's driving by itself. When that hellbound train comes around the bend, if that hellbound train stops for you, my friend, your time is coming, well, you just can't pretend. No matter if you're country, no matter if you're blues, doesn't really matter the music that you choose. It's all rock and roll now, you got nothing left to lose. When that hellbound train comes around the bend, if that hellbound train stops for you, my friend, your time is coming, well, you just can't pretend. Get aboard that train, know you're gonna ride, take you straight to hell, I'll be by your side. All the way down there, it'll be some fucking ride. All the way down there, it'll be some fucking ride.
She was just the usual girl, always hoping, always dreaming to meet someone be a brighter side. The day will come when you'll be back. I'll feel your lips upon my neck, and I know everything will be just fine. Yes, I know everything will be just fine. Yes, I know everything will be just fine.
Hey Joe, I saw you going there, gun in your hand. Hey Joe, I saw you going there, gun in your hand. I'm gonna shoot my old lady. You know I caught her messing around with another man. I'm gonna shoot my old lady. You know I caught her messing around with another man. Hey Joe, I heard you shot your woman down, shot her to the ground. Hey Joe, I heard you shot your woman down, shot her to the ground. Yes, I did, I shot her. You know I caught her messing around town. Yes, I did, I shot her. You know I caught her messing around town.
Well, welcome. Hello. Welcome to Live Talking Blues. Listen, our next guest you'll immediately recognize with that wisdom of a beard, often seen toting a national guitar. His signature carries a mix of country punk and rockabilly, wrapped up tightly with the tradition of the Delta Blues. Would you please welcome our blues brother, Dave Acari? Come on in, Dave. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, baby, how you doing? Go on in, do it.
Have you ever heard that engine roar? Have you ever heard that engine roar? Have you ever heard that engine roar? I don't hear that sound anymore. Have you ever felt that north wind blow? Have you ever felt that north wind blow? Have you ever felt that north wind blow? I don't feel that wind anymore. Have you ever seen that eagle fly? Have you ever seen that eagle fly? Have you ever seen that eagle fly? But now there's nothing in the sky. Guitar. Come on. Have you ever woken from a dream? Have you ever woken from a dream? Have you ever woken up from a dream and things just aren't what they seem? Oh yeah. Have you ever tasted cherry wine? Have you ever tasted cherry wine? Have you ever tasted that cherry wine? Oh, the sweetest thing you'll ever find. Oh, the sweetest thing you'll ever find. Oh, the sweetest thing you'll ever find.
Thank you so much for bringing us in to the next session in style, man. Listen, SEASICK Steve said that you play like you got your skin turned inside out, and he says that boy bleeds for you. Listen, before we carry on, I want people to get a little bit of a sneak preview and snapshot of you. Let's get that intro video played, and then we're gonna come back and have some talk.
She don't want to know.
I really enjoy playing all over the UK, Europe, Scandinavia and the USA, but it's great also to come back home here to the east side of Loch Lomond in Scotland where we live. It's a perfect creative place.
But now there's nothing in the sky. Last night I met an old friend, shook him by the hand. Something strange was happening.
I enjoy playing all sorts of venues in all sorts of places, but I'm equally at home playing unplugged, intimate acoustic shows as I am playing in big venues or festival stages around the world.
Time keeps a rolling and it's getting near. All the ways to go, line is getting clear. When the sun goes down, that's when I start to dream about the things we did. We were just 16. Give some an inch and they'll take a mile. Hope that inch might stretch for a while. String starts to break.
Living here in this beautiful place, I'm always working on new material. I've got 6 full-length albums under my belt on various formats, vinyl and CD, as well as all the digital download and streaming formats too.
Well, I don't want to go. I just can't stay anymore. Well, I don't want to go. I just can't stay anymore.
Oh, yes. Dave, welcome, 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 man.
Thank you. It's great to see you.
It's so good to see you as well. You know, I love your image, your brand, your style. I mean, it's great. I like the hair kind of long as well, but
It's getting all cut off tomorrow.
tomorrow, really?
Yeah.
Because you look gorgeous both ways. I know everyone's been having a problem, isn't it? It's been lockdown blues, man. Listen, let's go to the beginning. You're born in Scotland, is it not?
Yeah. Born in Glasgow,
In Glasgow,
Scotland.
But is that a Scottish name, Acari? Or is it
No, you've nailed it because my dad was Italian.
Okay, you see.
Born in Glasgow, but of Italian, first generation Italian parents.
In Scotland, so they have the Italian accent when they were in Scotland.
Now you see, I don't know because my dad was quite old when I was born. He was born in 1908.
Wow.
And I think his parents came to Scotland just before the beginning of the 20th century. So 1895, 1896.
That's amazing.
So I never ever met my grandparents on my dad's side. They were both long gone because my dad was 56 when I was born.
Wow. You have to go on one of those shows. What do you call it? Who do you think you are? I love that show. I mean, seriously, that's some serious combination, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I tell you, there's a lot of things that you could uncover in there.
Well, it's good to know that you're here singing the blues with us, and we just want to have let everyone, your audience, have a little bit of look at your history. So you're born in Scotland.
Yep.
Before you and did you get an instrument when you're like a baby or
Not really, no. I mean, I didn't really get my first proper guitar till I was about 18. But
That's
what
okay.
I used to do
Yeah.
was my dad played a bit of guitar. But as a kid, of course, I was a typical child. I'm not interested in parents and stuff. But he did. I used to steal his guitar when I was about 7 or 8 years old. My favourite pop star was a guy called Alvin Stardust.
Oh yes.
And so about 7, 8, I might have even been as old as 9. And I had a microphone that plugged into an old style cassette recorder, black gloves out a lucky bag, and with rings outside the gloves, and I covered my dad's guitar in tin foil, and used to batter it with a penny.
What's a lucky bag?
Oh right, I don't know what you would have called them growing up in the States, but it's like you in the sweet shop you would get a little bag like a crisp packet,
Yeah.
chip packet, and inside it there would be a piece of candy,
Okay.
maybe a joke, or a poem, and usually some kind of gift
Like
or
a
toy.
lucky dip, maybe something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Lucky
yeah,
dip.
yeah, yeah.
We call them
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lucky
yeah.
bag.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
were cheap, absolute crap in them. But, as a kid, kids loved them, They're all sophisticated now with things like Kinder eggs and stuff. They're spoiled now.
Stuff you got to try to put together if you need a magnifying glass, man.
Yeah, get glasses on.
So you went on to play guitar. Did you pick up any other instruments along the way, like piano or something like that?
When I was a kid as well, I did violin lessons for a little while at school, but I was absolutely terrible. And one of the
Everyone
things
is.
it was awful. It was like somebody
Everybody's
killing a
in-
cat.
It's
The notes would have been the easy part. It was actually just trying to get a passable noise out of the thing.
yeah, I know.
And then one of the things also that happened at school that has kind of stuck with me now and has shaped the way I think is that I was always told that I couldn't sing and I was tone deaf, and I was only ever allowed to be in the choir if I moved my lips and didn't make any noise.
Like
At
me
primary school.
in the church choir.
So I still believe, I'm really self-conscious about my singing, because that's just stuck with me all my life. You can't sing, just move your lips.
Well, I mean, you just have to believe in not even believe in yourself. You have to go with what's in your feeling, isn't it? You know, my brothers used to tell me to shut up, and I'd be like, I just loved the singing, and I just carried on from there and just found my way. So before you actually took to the stage, you had another job as was it a debt collector? Huh?
Yeah, I left school and got a job in a bank.
Okay.
So that was a square peg in a round hole. Or maybe a round peg in a square hole, I don't know which.
So you got to work, don't you? I mean, you got to go get a job, isn't it?
Yeah, and it wasn't really what I wanted to do, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. But I did know that I'd enjoyed listening to music, and I was into music, just not playing. And
yeah, of course.
That first or second year in the bank, we used to get a Christmas bonus in December, and you get an extra day's holiday. So I went for a Christmas shopping day. So I took my Christmas bonus in December, went to do my Christmas shopping, one guitar for me. That was my first guitar. I was about 18. And I worked the bank for... Sorry, carry on.
No, go ahead. You were about to say, I think.
No, I was just going to say, so I worked in the bank for another year or two, and then I left and I worked for a finance company, and I was a debt collector for about a year. Was
that going like, that's not knocking, you know how that television show they had knocking at the door, you owe us money, or was it like, it wasn't emails or anything, was it?
No, email hadn't been invented. We're talking about the mid-80s.
Yeah.
And don't let the beard fool you, I'm much older than this. Knocking on doors in some of the worst areas in Glasgow.
Oh damn! You got any funny stories? Like anything that like someone like sick a pit bull on you or some shit like that? No?
Oh, dogs were often people would be, and I used to be scared of dogs.
Me too.
But you just have to. I just had to sort of like man up, and but I did get hit in the back of the head with a big spanner once.
Oh no, man!
That's what happened to me. That's what's wrong. Can't remember my own name. Oh no, that's the whiskey.
No, that's a dangerous job though, man, because nobody want to hear you. So after you got fed up, I guess you got fed up with that, or you just found this transition. You started your first band, Summerfield Blues. But how did you make that transition coming out of the debt collection and? Well,
I guess before I became a debt collector, I'd sort of got really into the guitar, and I was kind of mostly playing. I was going busking and playing Bob Dylan songs and Neil Young.
Around Glasgow.
Yeah. And also at the time I was going out with a girl that lived in a Lanarkshire village. So I used to sometimes on a Saturday go to this town called Wishaw and go busking there. And I didn't have a band because none of my friends were interested really in playing. And they all had different musical taste.
Yeah.
So I was kind of looking... I discovered things like I got into home recording. Yeah. I got a Fostex X15.
Wow.
You know the old cassette? Cassette 4-track.
Fostex. I remember. Yeah, it was with the orange writing, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah. Orange cassette lid. It was the first affordable cassette-based 4-track, not maybe the first cassette 4-track.
Yeah.
And so I began to realise that I could go to America and either go to and do audio engineering, or I could go to America and go to Berkeley or the Guitar Institute or something. Then I realised, wait a minute, wake up. That's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So the nearest, what that did was it let me see that, hey, wait a minute, I don't need to do this shitty ass job. I can do what I choose to do. That was the first time I actually realised, wait a minute, I don't have to do this, and this. I can do this. In fact, I can do fucking anything I want.
That's it. That's it.
So I thought, right, well, I wonder if there's any college or university courses here. And of course the only place you could do music was what is now the Conservatoire in Glasgow. At that time it was the Royal Scottish Academy of Music and Drama. But you had to be able to read music, you had to be accomplished, and I was just battering a guitar. I had no idea.
Yeah, exactly.
So I found a course in a college on the east coast of Scotland in Fife, communication studies, which was turned out to be, and I didn't really know what these subjects were: PR, marketing, market research, graphic design, a lot of things that actually are all things that I now do as part of everyday life.
Yeah, but did you get to play any music in that, or just?
Yeah, not on the course, but you know, I was away from home, and suddenly I was amongst a lot more people who played.
Yeah.
And that was I would go busking a lot because I spent my first term's grant on a PA system, and had to eat, so I went busking every day. And that was when myself and a pal, or a guy I kind of vaguely knew and became a pal, we started Summerfield Blues.
Okay.
Which was mostly, it wasn't all covers. It started off as being about 50% covers.
Yeah.
And we slowly took it to being more and more of our own material.
So were you with them for, was it 3 or 4 years, or were you with them for quite a while?
Well, we what did we do with Summerfield Blues? I think Summerfield Blues must have started 1987 or 88.
Yeah, because I'm trying to get up to 93, so I was...
All right, okay, well, all right, I'll try and make this bit quick.
No!
So we had a couple of years. I was president, after I'd finished my course at the college, I was president of the Students' Association for a year.
Yeah, of course.
So I ran with that throughout.
Great.
And then I got a job in London, doing in-house PR at the Institute, it was the Institute of Personnel Management in Wimbledon Common. I think it's now IPD or something it's called. And I started a band in London, which was called Midnight Blues.
Yeah.
Stayed there for about a year and a half maybe. Then moved back to Scotland. We restarted Summerfield Blues.
Cool.
And then 1993 came along. Summerfield Blues was still going.
And that's where you won some awards for...
Yeah.
Alex Kramer Award and the Edinburgh International Blues Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Did you play
Alexis
that for Summerfield?
Corner. Yeah,
Alexis
because
Corner,
there was a big... there was Edinburgh Blues Festival was one of the most established kind of blues festivals in Scotland.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's become Edinburgh Jazz and Blues now. And it's kind of got a little bit corporate and curated.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was headquartered in a brewery. I think it was a Caledonian brewery in Edinburgh. They had a huge, big venue, and there was a competition, and we got asked to play. Now, you know, we really weren't very accomplished, and you know, it was a bit shambolic, but it seems we were the best of a bad bunch, and we won. So we won the Alexis.
Dave. You had the front, you got the front for it, you know what I mean?
Well, I was, thankfully I wasn't the singer, otherwise we definitely wouldn't have gone through.
Okay.
I was just playing guitar, and I think I used to maybe sing one song in the band. They allowed me to sing one. But so we won this Alexis Corner Memorial Trophy, Edinburgh Jazz Blues Festival 1993.
I mean, was it an actual trophy? Because, I was going to say, can we see the trophy? No. Would they actually give you, like, one of these kind of things or not?
Did we get anything? I can't. Do you know what? I can't even remember. I'd probably drunk it, because we actually had to go back to the brewery.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
About 6 months later for a sort of presentation. But did they give it? I don't think we actually got any. I think it was just a congratulations. I don't think. Did we get something? There maybe was a trophy. I think there maybe was a trophy, but we had to hand it back after a year, and the band that won it the next.
Okay, that makes sense.
I can't remember.
I'm not going to go too far back. I'm only going to go to 1998 when you were with the Radio Tones, right? You did 3 studio albums with them, was it?
We did.
Are you with them for from 98 to 2003?
Basically, I started. Summerfield Blues was coming to an end. I'd discovered National Guitars, and I'd done the odd solo gig. And a harmonica player, came up to me at a show after a show and said, "Would you ever consider playing with a harmonica player?" That started a duo. Find it difficult to get gigs as a duo. We got a bass player, and we became Radio Tones. So yeah, we did three studio albums.
Fantastic, all the way up to 2003. What I want to do is I want to play one of your videos that you made. I guess it was like 10 years ago, was it? Parcel of Rogues, is that? Is that right, Rogues?
Rogues, yeah. Now that
Now,
was
is that one of the songs you wrote? Hang
now
on,
that
Patsy, let me finish this. Let me finish it. Hang on, let me finish this one.
well the picture that's from the top of the hill behind our house.
Really?
Yeah, that's
That's
just
East Loch-
it's just up there.
Oh my God, what a great place.
But that was I got asked by the BBC
Uh-huh.
to take a Robert Burns poem, our national poet Robert Burns, a poem called Parcel of Rogues,
Yeah,
and turn it into a Dave Acari song. It was for a documentary they were doing to mark 300 years of the Act of Union between Scotland and England. So it's Robert Burns wrote the words in the 18th century, and I wrote the song 10, 15 years ago.
Patsy, let's have a listen to that.
Friends to the ocean to mark where England's province stands, such a parcel of rogues in a nation. What force or guile could not subdue through many war-like ages is wrought now by a coward few for hire like traitors' wages. How English steel we could disdain, secure in valor's station, but English gold has been our bane, such a parcel of rogues in a nation. Oh, would our eye had seen the day that treason thus could sell us. My old grey head has lain in clay with Bruce and loyal Wallace. But death and power till my last hour I'll make this declaration. We're bought and sold for English gold, such a parcel of rogues in a nation. Such a parcel of rogues in a nation. Such a parcel of rogues in a nation.
Oh yeah, definitely. You have such a style, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. I mean, it's
haven't
just
seen that for
natural,
ages.
You know, it's really natural, and it's a beautiful setting as well. You know, so after the radio tones, let me see now. After the radio tones, you went solo, and in the meantime, you were playing with what is it, Union Avenue?
Yeah, actually Union Avenue was going probably more towards the end of Radio Tones. And again, I was a guitar player in that band, and I'm not really keen on covers or tribute bands or stuff, but Union Avenue, we got Record of the Week on Radio 1 with a Sun Sessions Cash styled version of
Fantastic.
Ace of Spades. So we
Ace
did
of Spades, the band.
Ace of Spades, Motorhead.
Oh, Motorhead. Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
we did all
that's
sorts
yeah.
of weird stuff. We did Bob Marley, Pink Floyd, The Clash, but all in a 1950s Sun Sessions Cash style. So kind of
Now,
Luther Perkins guitar picking.
Let me try to understand how that's sounding. I'm trying to get that in my head.
Kind of like
Yeah.
so the guitars all just get.
Okay.
So the guitar was all kind of like that.
Exactly. I get it now.
That sort of style, and the singer actually sounded more like Johnny Cash than Johnny Cash did.
Oh, really? I love that style, actually, though. I absolutely adore Johnny Cash. I'm telling you.
Oh.
Yeah. So you've had a. So do you still play with Union Avenue every now and again?
No,
No.
it was great fun, you know, but
Yeah.
it was like herding cats.
Of course. Was it a 4-5 piece band?
Yeah, there was 5 of us and all different personalities. Everybody got on, but Do you know, what I've come to realise over time is that I really am a bit of a lone wolf.
Okay.
I'm probably not so much of a team player. I like to do what I want when I want my way.
In Hollywood, yeah, exactly. So you don't find it kind of lonely on the road at all? You get up and go as you please, and when you want to, you sort it out, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really lucky because about the time when I started off the solo thing full time, actually Margaret, my now wife, and I had not long met. I was working for. I kind of had a bit of a hiatus with the self-employment and music, and looked after the Musicians Union for Scotland and Northern Ireland for a little while.
Yeah,
but I kind of got cabin fever.
Yeah.
And when Margaret and I met, she was a teacher. She decided she was going to retire. And I was keen that if I did the music thing, that it was something that we could do together. So she knew
she was
nothing.
into it, yeah.
Yeah, and she
I've
knew
met
nothing.
Margaret, and yeah.
She knew nothing about the music industry or the music business or music, and we basically I just made her a cheat sheet. She started booking gigs, and basically being my tour manager and merchandiser. Now she works with the sound engineers wherever we go on tour, whether it be festivals or clubs or whatever. Sometimes she even does the sound for me, and so we're just like a little cottage industry.
Yeah, excellent. And she's come from teaching to being on the road in music, and I guess she just absolutely adores it, doesn't she? She seems to be very comfortable where she is.
She was teaching kids with behavioural problems. Now she's only got one.
All right, okay. Listen, so let's go a little bit forward. Let's see now. So you've done the solo business, and we've seen you solo here in London, and absolutely adore you. Were you coming back to London anytime soon?
Oh, I hope so, because I think one of my earliest London gigs was a gig you put together in... Goodness, I can't remember the name of the
Charlie
venue.
Wright's over in Old Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now would that have been as long as 10 years ago?
Indeed it was.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then still probably about 4 or 5 years ago, you came out. I was playing in the Blues Kitchen in Camden, and you came in.
That's right. Was it that long ago? Jesus.
I think that's the last time I saw you in
Yeah,
person.
last time I saw you, definitely. But
So I don't know what's happening touring wise. My first gigs since the beginning of February last year are coming up next week in Manchester and Liverpool.
Yeah.
So
where's that going to be? We'll talk. Let's tell everyone where it's going to be. We'll probably repeat ourselves again. But where's that?
The Manchester gig is on Friday. A week.
Friday
a week on
the
Friday.
20, I'm looking at the diary. Friday the 20.
I don't know.
I got a diary here.
Cool.
Friday the 23rd.
Right. That is Gulliver's in Manchester.
That's it. Yeah.
And then the next night is...
It's the 24th, the night after.
Yep. That's a Saturday at Outpost in Liverpool.
In Liverpool, Manchester and Liverpool. And they can go to your website to get any tickets or get any information. Go to the venue.
Yeah, all the info, daveacari.com. Or on Facebook. You know, there is no escape.
I know. You do so well on. I mean, we see you. You've got 10,000 or some odd followers, and just it's something that I know you've built over the years, and it's a lifestyle, it's a career, and it's fun. So you got it all there. Do you know what I mean? So you've done 6 full-length albums, right?
Solo, I've done Come With Me, Got Me Electric, Devil's Left Hand, Nobody's Fool, Whiskey in My Blood. 5 single albums and 1 live double album.
1 live double album. And they can still find that on Spotify and Apple Music.
Yeah. All the
well.
services.
Yeah.
Amazon, Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, you name it, they're in there.
Cool.
And then there's physical shit as well. Vinyl
There's
and
physical
CDs.
shit where they can get, yeah, exactly. So let me see now. I just want to think. I was thinking about this place you played in Scotland, which you do every year at the Memorial Hall.
That's our local village hall.
That's your okay. So you organize a festival there, do you?
No, I just do I usually, in fact, that was the last gig I played, which was at the beginning of February 2020.
Yeah. Okay.
And I recorded that live album 2017, I think.
2017, Jesus. Well, tell you what, we're talking about live. What would you play us another song, please? Would you?
Yeah. What do you prefer? Slide guitar, normal guitar, banjo? You choose.
A banjo.
Uh-oh. Okay, right.
I would ask for banjo, wouldn't I? We don't get many banjos. But whatever easiest for you, Dave, really. I'm just being silly.
I have it right here.
Okay, cool. And is this something you wrote? Something you wrote?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
actually this is the first banjo song I wrote.
Cool.
And it's called Still Friends.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, it goes a bit like this.
Let's have a little listen there.
Oh, when the sun goes down, that's when I start to dream about the things we did. We were just 16. I remember very well all the parties every night. Smoke and drink and talk till the morning light. We didn't have a care. Oh, well, nothing could go wrong. Caution to the wind, we were young and strong. At the time I never knew. Ah, well, things were different then. Oh, even if we'd make through thick and thin. But we know a lot more now than we did way back then. Wouldn't change a thing, do it all again. Not many people know, oh well, the things that we've been through. We went our separate ways like we had to do. But now that time has passed and we all meet again, not much seemed to change and we're still friends.
Yes. Can I have a little clap? Can I have a clap, 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 clap? So that's one, that's one of your singles, isn't it? One of the EPs. Did you release that over the COVID time?
What
As an
did I
EP?
do? I did the acoustic roots of Dave Acari, which is all covers. Some Cash stuff, some Dylan stuff. What else have I released? I did
Nine-Pound
a
Hammer?
9 Pound Hammer. That's right. Yeah.
Now,
Regular guitar.
Make my tombstone out of
Number 9
number
coal.
9 coal. What's that?
Yeah.
What's
Number 9 coal. It's a grade of coal.
Okay.
And I think it comes from, it's the way they graded coal somewhere, I think in the south, probably Kentucky, maybe into Nashville,
Really?
round about that area where the coal mines were. I think number 9 coal is a grade. I'm not sure if it's the size of the bits or what.
Yeah. And I didn't. Back in the States, you had "Stick to Your Guns," which is a Brexit song, wasn't it?
Oh no, yeah, there was Brexit Blues. Stick to Your
Blues.
Guns. Stick to Your Guns was. You know, it's a funny thing. I wrote a song called Whiskey Trail a few years ago which was basically the story of our local distillery.
Yeah.
And I've always done a lot of work with them. And more recently, when I say more recently, in the last couple of years, I've paired up with their sister company, Smokehead.
That's right. Yeah. And we've got
so
that in your merchandise, haven't we?
Yeah, so Smokehead is my Smokehead. Stick to Your Guns I was trying to do a similar kind of thing for Smokehead that I did for Glengoyne, and write a song that doesn't mention Smokehead,
Okay.
and doesn't even mention whiskey, but kind of, I don't know, epitomises some of the brand values and vibe, because their slogan is not for everyone. And my music is not for everyone.
So in Stick to Your Guns, you got this. You said it says this Brexit blues is neither pro nor anti-Brexit. It's an observation of the confusion and disarray around the whole diabolical. Or is it?
Yes.
So it says look for the facts. Well, the lyrics says look for the facts. They are hard to find. Spin so fast, make you change your mind. Was that like what's happening around Brexit? You were trying to get that feeling of what it was bugging the hell out of you about.
Well, I was kind of, a personal level, I'm anti-Brexit. I would have liked to stay with Europe, personally speaking. But I can understand, you know, both sides of it. But the difficulty, I think, with the whole thing was, I didn't really change my mind much on it, because I knew what I wanted. But actually, it's just an observation of all the politics and spin that's put on things, and that you're hearing this from here, and everybody's just, basically it's a big load of shit.
Yeah.
And they're all, every side, whether you agree with them or not, all the sides are just talking so much rubbish and talking party politics rather than their heart or their ethics or anything real. So that's kind of, but you were hearing so much stuff that for some people they didn't know what to believe, because it was
still
all
don't.
yeah. I mean, half of it's all still lies and confusion, no matter what
the
side
thing
you're
is,
on.
I don't think they really knew themselves. You know, it's like the virus. We won't get political and stuff like that, because, you know, I mean, I don't want to go politics or religion, but, you know, I don't think they really knew anyway. But you played in front of, was it 2,500 people? Was it a Steve Earle song? Was it Steve Earle?
Yeah, I was doing a show with Steve Earle. Yeah, it was sold out. It was a great show.
Yeah. And you, what you say that you had to get it right, basically, because of something.
Well, one of the bizarre thing about that show was that I had just written a new song, which was a title track of an album that hadn't come out yet, called Devil's Left Hand.
That's it.
And of course, Steve Earle has got this fancy ass tune called Devil's Right Hand.
Oh, I see. I got that mixed up. Okay, I get it now.
And for some reason, I decided I was going to play it live for the first time in front of Steve Earle and 2,500 crazy Steve Earle fans.
Yeah, but you lived to tell the tale, though, didn't you?
Yeah. You've heard my patter.
yeah. Let's have a look at the Whiskey Trail, because it's a banjo-driven whiskey song. Now, just let me just say one thing. Alt blues, that alternative blues, is that the abbreviation for alternative blues?
Yeah, I would say.
Okay. I just want to make that clear in my head. Go on, Patsy, play that.
Oh, it's a gentle journey, worthy of the wait, like a wild goose flying with its only mate, an all-enduring spirit on the whiskey trail. Taking the time, do things right, nurturing the grain all through the night, finding independence on the whiskey trail. Oh, I got whiskey on my mind, and the deal that I have signed. I got whiskey on my mind, keeps me to the ties that bind. Keeping the tradition, always holding true, mindful every day of the founder's view, with the pioneers on the whiskey trail. Taking all the color
time and wood alone. Secrets of the glen, never far from home. Riding at the front on the whiskey trail. I got whiskey on my mind, and the deal that I have signed. I got whiskey on my mind, keeps me to the ties that bind. Care and independence in good company, doing it this way since 1833. Staying ahead on the whiskey trail. Oh, staying ahead on the whiskey trail.
On the whiskey trail. I'm partial to a bit of whiskey. Can you tell me about that whiskey that you're endorsing a little bit?
Yeah, well, that was the Glengoyne song. That's our local distillery. That was the one that tells the story of the distillery. Smokehead is their sister company, and Smokehead is a very smoky, slightly peated Islay single malt.
Okay.
And they do 4 versions. They do original, they do Sherry Bomb, which has been matured in sherry casks.
Wow,
they do Rum Rebel, which has been matured in Caribbean rum casks. And they do High Voltage, which is their kind of cask strength.
Oh no,
Blow your head off
really?
stuff.
I'm a Lefroy girl. I love my whiskey. Yeah.
Well, if you like the Lafroy, you'll love Smokehead.
Oh man, listen. Okay, can we get that here in London, or do we order it from your site?
I think you order it. If you go to smokehead.com, I think you should be able to. I think that it's available online for shipping in the UK.
Okay.
We kind of just finished through June. My live stream series was the Smokehead session, so they provided a whole load of. We gave away a lot of whiskey.
Oh man, you see, I missed it. What's the matter with me?
And I drank a lot of whiskey.
No, man, I'm telling you, I could do some whiskey straight up, but with a little bit of ice, man. Like I'm Native American, and with Cherokee and Choctaw, and they say they call it fire water. You shouldn't give a Native American fire water, because seriously, I just want to say something. You prior to all these, in 2016, you had a album that hit the iTunes charts at number 7. Was that Hellbound? So can they still get that album? Can they still get that as well?
Yes, it's not available. It's out of. It's now deleted in physical format.
Okay.
But it's available on all the services. Yeah.
All the services.
Download,
okay.
streaming, whatever.
Because I like people to get the good stuff. You know, everything that you're doing. Because it's been absolutely marvelous listening to you. Now you can sing. And I know you can make leather bracelets, because I was on your show, the Wildcats, the other night.
Oh, yeah.
But before the Wildcats, you were doing, or during the Wildcats, possibly, I'm not quite sure, correct me if I'm wrong, you were doing Cooking Up the Blues. Can you cook as well, Dave? Can you cook as well?
I love cooking. I especially love doing barbecue. My smoker I use the smoker 2 or 3 times a week.
Damn.
We have a pal coming from the States tomorrow. And so there'll be beef short ribs going in the smoker tomorrow.
Oh, what? So how long you have to smoke this stuff for? Like it's just like
short ribs usually take about 7 hours.
Really? Shit.
Pulled pork maybe 9 or 10. Ribs and chicken are quite quick. They're about 5 or 6 hours.
That's
but it's
quick,
difficult here, because to try and get hold of a decent packer brisket like you have in the States, it's difficult here, because in the UK brisket's only that thick and it's rolled, and so I have to buy my brisket online if I want a proper packer for the smoker.
So we're on session. We're gonna look at episode 8. What were you cooking?
I can't remember.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look, Patsy.
Well, good evening, folks. How you all doing? Welcome to the episode 8. It's the last episode in my Cooking Up the Blues live stream series here on my Facebook. I've avoided playing it so far. I'm looking there, I'm looking here, I'm looking here. There's lots of places to look, but be aware I'm looking at you. Okay. Go tell my ride, she don't wanna know. Got a crazy notion, gonna make things grow. Something's gonna change, it's gonna go. Get myself electric, get myself a trial. There's also the Holy Trinity of 1 green pepper, a stick of celery and an onion, passata, bay leaves, garlic, chicken stock and Cajun seasoning. First up, we melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a pan. Next, we add a litre of chicken stock. While this is going in, don't forget the upcoming Zoom concerts next Monday. Haha. Tablespoon of chopped flat leaf parsley. Give it another wee stir and cook it for about another 5 minutes, then serve. Talking of songs, let's play one. Oh, I'm blue, but I won't be blue always. Sorry, I got the giggles. Now we're going to make pork chorizo and butter bean casserole. Let's go. For this recipe, you're going to need a couple of tins of butter beans, some agave, flat leaf parsley, 600 grams or so of trimmed pork shoulder, 150 grams or so of cooking chorizo, chuck in the garlic, and about 75 ml of white wine. Well, let's see. Cooking wine? Yeah. That looks about right. We drop more for good measure. Oh well, that's another of our winter favourites. And autumn and spring and probably summer as well anyway. But the longer you cook it, the better it gets. 45 minutes is a minimum. You want to give it plenty of time in there and all the flavours develop. Sometimes it's really good even the next day. And I just see, Stacey, you've got a ticket for the 8 PM Zoom. Now, quick note, there's probably not an awful lot of space left in the 8 PM one. There's a few spaces on the 10 PM one though. So if you want to join me next Monday for the Zoom sessions, book your space now. Get right in there. I don't want you to be disappointed. I don't want to be disappointed either. Be some fucking ride. Well, all the way down there, there'll be some fucking ride. Well, we kind of got there in the end, didn't we? It's good practice for the Zoom sessions. Oh, well, let's have another quick look here and see what's going on.
I love it, Zoom sessions. Man, you know, Neil is on the, there's a chat, I didn't tell you about that, Dave, but there's a comment area on the right-hand side of your screen. There's Neil Madden going, I'm hungry, it's making me hungry. There's a chat from
hello, Neil Madden.
He says it's making him hungry. So that was the last episode. You did 8 episodes of Cooking Up the Blues. Did that replace by Wildcats, or you were doing Wildcats simultaneously?
Yeah, well, I was trying to do like full length ticketed live stream shows, maybe one a month or every 6 weeks. And then I did a few series. I did a sort of chat series, interview series, not unlike this, called Blues and Twos. And then I did a series. I did the Cooking Up the Blues. I did one called Tales from the Road. I did one called Tools of the Trade. But what I started doing was I started the group, the private group, for people to join, because when I was doing unticketed live streams, I found I was getting quite a lot of people coming, spammers and hackers, and people trying to direct people off to watch on scam sites. So it was a way really of trying to focus my efforts. So the Monday night, I started it maybe about February, I think, the group. Yeah. So now I do my kind of free live streams all go into that group rather than out onto the wider Facebook world, because it's a bit like gigs. I'd rather play to 100 people that are there for all the right reasons and really are interested than 1,000 people who
That's it. Yeah.
are just in the back. It's just in the background. So.
Yeah. so that's Dave Acari's Wildcats. That's on Facebook every Monday night at 8 o'clock, is it?
Yep, 8 p.m. UK time, Monday nights.
That's it.
In the group.
Well, they said if you're not already a part of it, join. All y'all join right now, okay? Dave Acari's Wildcats on Facebook as well. So let's give your website out one more time. Not the last time, but I just want to say, where can they find all this information if they don't find it here on Live Talking Blues, Dave?
Oh, they can go to, or you can go, everybody, to www.daveacari.com, and it's D-A-V-E, sorry, D-A-V.
Go on, Dave, spell your name.
D-A-V-E-A-R-C-A-R-I. It's Arcari, DaveArcari.com.
I got it just up here, look. I got it just here. Uh-huh. Dave
Yeah, except there's an R missing from my surname.
That's what somebody says. A-C-A. What did I do?
It should be A-R-C-A-R-I.
Okay. I'll put it in.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Thank
God, I'm
you.
so sorry. I did.
Oh, listen, everybody does that. Everybody
they?
does that. Yeah.
I've spelled it all over the place wrong. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. Well, there's a lot of places you spelt it right, though, as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what I did then. I don't know how to bloody do this stupid word.
I don't know if it's my accent or what, but a lot of people think my name's Acari rather than Arcari.
Not Arcari. No, that makes sense. Sorry. Well, anyway, we gotta forget about that one. Don't look at that one up there. You've done 2 USA tours. Are you going back anytime soon? I mean, you got your mate coming over.
I usually do a couple a year. I think since 2013, maybe done 9 or 10.
9 or 10. Twice a year you go, yeah.
Yeah, there was meant to be 2 in 2020. They were bombed because of COVID. Mm-hmm. And my current O1 visa runs out in September. So I'm not going to... So I don't know. I mean, the visa process takes 4 or 5 months.
You got to get started on it now if you're going to, you know what I mean?
We're talking £2,000-3,000-4,000.
No,
the uncertainty.
Really?
Well, yeah. And the uncertainty of whether you're going to actually get the visa or not.
Yeah.
Plus, if I want a 3-year visa, the petition that gets lodged needs to have my itinerary for the next 3 years. And all my US gigs and all my contracts and everything.
That ain't easy, is it?
No.
That is so not easy. I mean, I'm going over there in August to a wedding, and I think getting over there might be okay, but coming back is where I'm going to have the problem because they're going to have to quarantine me or something like that, isn't it?
Oh,
I'm going to sit here by myself for 10 days. I have no idea. Going to have to get some whiskey. Let me get that website so I get the whiskey in. Dave, let's talk about your I'm going to wrap up very soon, but I just want to talk one other thing about your signature guitar because it's so beautiful. It's the ultimate validation of your skills. Let's have a look at that. Yeah.
This one here. This
comes in ironwood finish and other various colors as well.
Yep. Ironwood. So it looks a bit like wood, but it is metal.
That's what they call ironwood. Yeah.
Signature model launched by National Guitar. We launched it in California in the summer of 2019.
Yeah.
The idea was hatched at the NAMM show. National had me on their booth at the NAMM show in Anaheim, just outside LA, in January 2019, and that was where they decided that they should launch a Dave Acari signature model. So
okay. And so you're the endorsee of that guitar.
Yeah.
Gig bags, reunion gig bags.
Reunion blues gig bags. Yeah, I'm a reunion blues artist.
Newtone strings.
Newtone strings. Newtone strings. No, I don't have any kicking about. I've got boxes of them somewhere. Signature strings.
G7 capos.
Yep.
Why?
And tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be doing Friday. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Friday.
On Friday.
Thursday, tomorrow's Thursday.
Friday, I'll be G7th Capos Artist of the Week and do a thing on their Instagram. So,
Okay, so they can go to G7 Couples and find them on Instagram. Yeah.
Yep.
Can they find any of that on your Facebook, and they'll find any other information on your page?
They'll certainly find it on my website because they do the Dave Acari Devil's Left Hand signature capo.
So you were sporting some of those wristbands, and you had a bottleneck. You know, the slide. You had the holder, the little pouch for the. Okay, that's your bottleneck.
Oh yeah, no, I decided I was going to make these little.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see a little bit. Yeah. I have to big my screen up. There you go. So that bottleneck is your signature bottleneck. We've got a big screen now. Signature bottleneck. That slips into that little pouch that you made.
It does, because these are hand-blown crystal.
Really? Oh my gosh.
And they break quite easily. You don't want it rolling off the table, so
Okay.
it goes in there. I put my finger picks inside.
Exactly.
Give it a wee pop. And
You
there
guys
we
look
have
at
it.
that. You know what I mean? So all that merchandise you can find when you go to the gigs as well. But you don't take
Yeah.
all of something you leave at home. You're saying, oh, you only had one choice of the capos or something. Was it the capos that you had?
We
didn't
we
take
don't
all
sell
the bands. That's what it was.
the bands. Yeah, we did a. I've got one on under here. We
Yeah.
do, because the wristbands come in brown, black, it's a dark grey, black, and purple. And then there's small, medium, large, extra large. We'd have a truckload of them if we tried to take enough on the road.
That's it. So
So we decided.
Go ahead. Yeah, you asked
We
everyone
decided
what-
I did a wee poll online, and the favourite one is the black grey one.
The black
So
grey
we'll do a bunch of them for the merch table.
Okay, and you'll see that, you guys, on the 23rd and 24th of this month when you go see Dave Acari. Before we go, Dave, can we please just play one more video, Cherry Wine?
Haha, yes.
Okay, and we'll come back to you. Patsy, can we get that video up? And we'll come back to you in just a bit, and we'll be able to say au revoir.
cherry wine. Have you ever tasted
Dave Acari. That's with a A-R-C-A-R-I. My apologies again. Dave, listen, what do you want to say to your audience before you go? You want to tell them all your links and things like that? Can you remember?
Yeah.
You got a lot of places.
I want to say,
find
first
you.
of all, thanks to them all for the support and keeping us going through lockdown.
That's it.
And see you all soon. And really, the hub for everything is www.davearcari.com. You'll find my Facebook. Facebook is facebook.com/Dave Acari Music. But if you stick to just davearcari.com, you will find all the links and everything: music, services, merch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything is via that landing page.
And don't forget to join the Wildcats over on Facebook, where he's giving you all the information of what's coming up and what's happening and what he's up to. And I just want to say, I can smell that smoking brisket from here already. Lucky American friends you got, Dave.
Oh.
Thank you so much for coming on and sharing yourself with us and your audience, and we appreciate you very much. And I'm going to see you here in London next time you're down in the Blues Kitchen or somewhere, even the Bridge and some other places like that. There's a great place called the TAM, Temple of Art and Music. That's in South London. And there's some friends of ours, and they've got a lovely venue there and a little market space on the outside, Temple of Art and Music in Elephant and Castle. So they are starting to do, after the 19th, they're going to be doing blues every Monday night. So have a look at that. Talk to some people over there because it's a great venue and brilliant. It's like about 20 pianos in there. They got champagne coming out of the piano. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So Dave, thank you so much for coming on. We're going to finish off with Homesick Blue. And we'll see you later on. Maybe stay in the green room. We'll say goodbye to you. If not, we'll talk to you later on. Everyone, please get up for Dave Acari, Patsy. Let's say bye to Patsy before she does. Bye, Patsy.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thanks,
Patsy.
Patsy.
Thank you, Patsy. Okay, Dave. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, baby. Ciao.
My baby said to me just the other day, why you wanna leave? Please won't you stay? Well, I'm gonna tell you just what's on my mind. I don't wanna go, I just can't stay anymore. Time will tell if I'll go to hell, but I gotta try, go see what's in store. Well, I don't wanna go, I just can't stay anymore. I spend too much time messing around online. I wanna see what's real, try and get the feel, for life's too short to be a virtual bore. Well, I don't wanna go, I just can't stay anymore. Well, I don't wanna go, I just can't stay anymore.